action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Herbert throwing again. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Now Lawrence to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Lawrence, he gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. George Kittle, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it any.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Herbert's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, Justin Herbert. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Herbert. Flush to his right. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Touchdown! Austin Eckler, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars! J.K. Dobbins with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Open man here is Benson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker.
And this is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like you just...
This is intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
This is swung out to Eckler. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Benson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. McCann's got it teed up. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. It's a 1st down and more for Dobbins as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Lawrence to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Touchdown, Jaguars. At CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Well, now how about this return? And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Charger drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking...
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chargers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. McCann's got it teed up. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Lawrence will throw.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run here with Dobbins. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. From the 44, Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Lawrence. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 98 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Now a carry for Dobbins. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
2nd down and 3. They go play action with Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there. And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Dobbins once more. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. Dobbins is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type...
And this is caught inside the 5. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. It's a big play for the Jaguars. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Jags have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and they will take a 7-point lead. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a give to Dobbins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 129 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Lawrence on the sneak. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. That's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, 3rd quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. And here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Now he steps away. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to...
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Jaguars are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Dobbins. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Herbert off of play action. He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert, wide open receiver, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Bilal Nichols, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Chargers 35.
McCann's got it teed up. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
Move those chains. That's good for a Jackson.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Dobbins. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On second down, Dobbins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. In this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. Fighting through. It's a 1st down and more for Dobbins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense.